This I'm going to call the game part 2. I don't remember what I said in the first one, but I want to make short little videos to move towards this teaching that I want to do. And I really want to do a live stream before Thanksgiving 2020. So we look at, if I'm just for contrast, I want to talk about the normies for a second. People looking at the news, believing the news, and then those people are in reaction mode to, they believe Biden is president-elect, just for an example. And then they're like, and they're looking at what is being portrayed for them. And they're saying that that's reality. That's reality. Whoopi Goldberg says, suck it up. I heard that from a lot of different people. I didn't see her say it, but I heard it from people who are like, anyway, I think that's hilarious. You know, like, the word enjoy is very, very, very important. If instead of getting mad or triggered or upset or reacting negatively to say something like Whoopi Goldberg saying, we had to deal with it 4 years ago, now you suck it up, when the election's not over. Right? We know that the election's not over, but some people don't. The normies truly believe what the media is telling them, trying to create. So that's what they're doing. They're trying to create President Biden. And that's the narrative. They use the narratives to make the normies create that reality. You can think about all these movies that's the same plot line, and anyway, to get people to create that, because the people that are controlling the normies know about the normies' power to create more than the normies know that they have a power to create. So the normies are the useful idiots of Agenda 21, Agenda 2030. The normies are the useful idiots. Fine, that's fine. But we can't hate them. We have to just allow them to do what they're doing and just put a bigger distance between us. All right, so this thing I want to teach is, it's really moving into your own power as a creator. So where the normies see quote-unquote reality as projected to them or given to them as a narrative by the mainstream media, okay? Now those people, they can't think for themselves very well. Why? Well, because a lot of them are intellectuals. A lot of them went to, college and universities. I have someone in my family I had to let go of. I let go of. That person has a PhD. They've been in the system and been brainwashed. It's just pure brainwashing. And then it's like a mouse getting pellets in a science experiment. They get pellets. Good boy, good boy, good boy. You think like you're supposed to. Good boy, more pellets for you, more pellets for you. So they're human beings, these normies, but their minds, they've given over control of their minds to the college, university, whatever. More pellets for you, A+ is for you, you get your PhD, you get your degrees because you're thinking correctly. It's Orwellian, it's George Orwell, 1984. Okay, all right, don't get upset, don't get mad. You can't get mad at somebody like that because they're basically robotic. They're the sheeple, which is not a term that I love because it's so negative, but if the shoe fits, the rest of you people who want to learn this new way, so that's our contrast. They are our contrast, fine, but you have to love them. You have to love the sheeple, the normies, the useful idiots of the agenda, the perpetuators and the pushers of a dark agenda, the ones that hold the narrative in place. There's no president-elect. There's no, it's insane. it doesn't exist. It's just gaslighting. That's all it is. Don't get upset by it. Enjoy it, laugh at it, and then go back to your life as a creator. Okay, so what I want to do, I have to get a whiteboard. And so I asked for that. I'm going to get my hair done right now. And as Molly and I was going to get your hair did, I got to find a whiteboard that I can teach on. But basically what it is looking at the moment, slowing it down, and expanding everything that you can see into more dimensions, so that it's not this flat thing. So the normies, you know, the useful idiots, when they look at quote-unquote reality, they're looking at more like a flat screen, more like a television screen. Okay, so if that's their reality, then when the virtual reality stuff comes in, which is a fake 3D, it's a fake 3-dimensional. My son has a game that's virtual reality, VR. My son has a VR game, and you know, when you're used to playing a game in, you know, on a screen, and then you go to this 3D fake reality, it's like, whoa, okay, well that's what the normies are headed for, because their reality is projected to them on screens now, and they're intellectuals, and they're so smart, and they get the pellets. Good boy, good boy, good girl, good girl. You're thinking correctly for following and perpetuating and creating. They keep creating the same stuff, and they keep getting you know, paid back for it. So, you know, why wouldn't they keep doing it? You know, why wouldn't they? They're getting pellets. The little mouse is getting pellets. It's gonna pull that lever all day long. You know what I mean? If there was a lever that I could pull and get $100 bill, I'm gonna keep pulling the lever. And when my arm gets too tired, I'm gonna pull with the other arm. Okay, so don't get upset about any of this stuff. Don't get upset about any of this. And I know what's happening. And I know I'm watching the whole briefing on Operation Warp Speed. I'm watching that whole briefing. Okay, so okay. So they're looking at reality, and they're seeing a flat screen. They're seeing flat. If I'm looking at trees right now, I know there's a house behind it, but I only see parts of the house. So then I let my brain think that the house exists in splinters, because that's the screen. That's what's on the screen. That's what's portrayed. So when these intellectuals, okay, so we are the intelligent. We're the intelligent. We think for ourselves. We have control over our mind, and we consciously create what we want. So I'm going to switch the titles to we the intelligent. We, the intelligent, consciously create what we want in the world, but not of the world. But we create what we want in the world, but not of the world, while the intellectuals keep recreating what they don't want as a response, as a reaction to the narrative that's pushed onto them from the screen. So when those people, when the intellectuals, get a chance to do virtual reality stuff, they're going to jump at it, because that expands their world. And then these other things coming down the pike, they're going to, of course, get this thing that goes into your body, because that's going to let you travel, and that's going to let you have all these things. Or maybe, you know, a chip in your skin, because that's going to let you pay that way, and that's going to let you do this, and that's going to let you. So the intellectuals are going to get this, and they're going to get this, because it's going to expand their world for them. Also, they're going to get the brain chip, the chip in the brain, the transhumanism stuff. The intellectuals are going to choose to get that. Why? It expands their, for them, they think it expands their life, their world. Okay? So, okay, now, the intelligent ones enjoy the physical world reality. So, I love the natural. I don't wear makeup, you know, I don't wear, you know, nail polish, usually. Whatever. I love the natural. I love the natural. Most of us intelligent people, we love the natural world. We also want to create things from our heart. So the intelligent people want to, I'm here now, I am here now, and I want to create this in the future, and I want to help people this way in the future. And as I help people using my time, energy, money, I do it in a way that's going to bring me time, energy, money. It's going to fulfill me as I serve others. That's the intelligent. The intelligent ones of us, we see where we are now. We also know where we want to be. So we are here and we move towards that other reality. We move towards the creation, consciously creating. The intellectuals are always in reaction mode. They're always bitching about what they're supposed to be bitching about. They're hating all the right things to be seen as loving people. They are righteous in their fear, and they're masking. They're righteous. They're saving lives by putting a mask on. And then they're hating the people who don't have a mask on because they're following the narrative that says anyone who doesn't have a mask on hates people. When some of us, when we wear a mask, we create anxiety or we get spots. You know, it's like, so for some of us in a higher vibration, putting a mask on lowers our vibration to fear. It triggers our amygdala to fire and to fight, flight, or freeze. It makes us feel unsafe when we have a mask on. All right, but the normies think, you know, the intellectuals, the normies think you don't wear a mask, that means you want to kill people. You wear a red MAGA hat, that means you are racist, xenophobic, da-da-da-da, all the shit that he wasn't before he was in office. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. What matters is what you and your creation of your own existence. So your own existence, and this is what we want to do. So where the intellectuals see a flat screen and they allow the mainstream or the higher, you know, the coming from above, the people at the top of the vertical fight, which hasn't started yet, tells them how to perceive. Red MAGA hats, no mask, the election. They follow that narrative, they push it, and then they get more pellets. Good boy, good girl, good boy, more pellets for you. More pellets for you. And then they follow that. Fine. But they're seeing a flat screen where I want to teach the intelligent people to see a whole different reality where we can look, where you can look and you relax and you can see like the world in blocks, that you can fill the blocks with an energy to create what you want. Now, the most important thing that I've seen right now, my mind is all about faith and sacred. Faith and sacred. And I have to go right now, but the next video is going to be about faith and sacred. And so until the next video, please meditate. Please meditate for yourself on faith and sacred. Faith and sacred. What do they mean to me? What are my beliefs? If you have a journal, get a journal and start writing down, what are my beliefs around faith and sacred? So two separate things, and then how they relate. So faith and sacred separately, and then how they interrelate. Okay? And I gotta go. I'm gonna be beautiful the next time you see me. Thanks. Love ya!